Oh boy. Oh boy. What a night tonight.
So, you think you're untouchable?
Boy, when I say that WWE is cooking, Triple H is cooking right now. Triple H is cooking, boy. That boy is serving up a feast right now. That kitchen, that 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 kitchen got all kind of dishes right now, bruh. When I say WWE is cooking right now, they cook it. It is officially WrestleMania season. Jesus Christ, bruh. I never thought I'd see today. It's been 20 years. It's been 20 plus years, and I never thought I would see this day, bruh. John Cena turned fucking heel. What the fuck?
So, you think you're untouchable?
Word life. This is basic thugonomics. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. Word life. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. Whether fighting or spitting, my discipline is unforgiving. Got you back.
He took that loss to Jay a little too hard, didn't he? John Cena took that loss to Jay Uso a little too hard, right? It wasn't that serious, bro. You ain't had to do all that. This man just sold his soul to the Rock. I never thought I'd see today, bro. Mr. Hustle, loyalty, respect himself. I'm not even mad at it though, because this is what I wanted. I said, if this gonna be John Cena last run, at least give him a heel run, bro. We got to make it fun at some point, bro. You can't just keep doing the same old cookie cutter bullshit, because that's what got him booed throughout most of his career. This right here, chef's kiss. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it, man. This is, yo, it is WrestleMania season. Let's get it, man. Let's get it, bro.
The final stop on the road to WrestleMania. This build has been very complicated, and unlike the previous years, it seems to be a year where they don't know exactly what they're doing. They probably do, but it doesn't seem that way. Maybe it's because WrestleMania is a long way out compared to previous years, or they actually believe they're on fire, that they could do no wrong. Because one thing I've noticed recently about WWE, they actually believe they're on fire, which they are. But WWE's problem recently is that they take fan service for granted. Ticket price increases, the shows at times feel lazy, and it hasn't caught up yet, but judging by the past, it's a bad sign. Right now, we're not going to talk about that. Let's talk about the Elimination Chamber. The first match was the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Bayley, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, and Naomi. The winner faces the Women's World Champion. Jade Cargill finally made her return and assaulted Naomi before
this was
leaving.
crazy.
She obliterated.
This was crazy. And it seemed like Bianca ain't got nothing to do with it, because they let Bianca go on the phase, be the winner of this match. I didn't think, I had Alexa Bliss winning this match. It made a lot of sense. Alexa Bliss is red hot right now, just coming back. She red hot. You potentially got a triple threat match at WrestleMania with Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, because I think that's gonna end in like a DQ, and they gonna I think they're gonna try to pull off a triple threat match for WrestleMania. That's just me personally. If not, then I'm pretty sure Rhea goes on to face Bianca. But I don't want I don't want this storyline to be interjected into that, and then you making Rhea like the third wheel. I don't want that. That's gonna take away from. That takes away from Bianca winning this shit, because you got this shit now. It's like, whatever they decide to do with this, I hope they do it right. Don't make the women's championship like the third wheel of all this. Like, this is a great storyline. She beat the shit out of Naomi. Sent Naomi to the upper room. Sent her ass to the upper room. Jesus Christ. Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus. Sent that woman to the upper room.
Lord Jesus.
But anyways, though, man, I don't know what they're gonna do with this. It's very confusing. Like I said, I had Alexa Bliss winning this. I knew Liv wasn't gonna win. They got the tag team championships. I know they not doing nothing. I know they finna do something with that at WrestleMania. I'm I'm interested to see what they do with Bianca and Rhea Ripley, but with the Jade and Naomi storyline, is unless they taking Naomi out the picture with this injury. If they taking Naomi out the picture for WrestleMania, and it's just gonna be Jade, but it's just gonna be Jade and Bianca for a while, then that's fine. But I hope that it don't turn into something crazy down the line. Like if Bianca wins the title at WrestleMania, do we go back to this? Because that's the first thing. We have to go back to this. This has to be wrapped up. You don't put this woman off TV for like 3 months and then have her come back and do this shit for there to be no conclusion to this. So do we wait till after WrestleMania, or are we doing this during WrestleMania? That's the real question here.
Her like crazy from left to right, and it got to the point where Naomi couldn't compete and she was eliminated. This story's finally gonna have a proper conclusion. Cargill disappeared for about 3 months, and I'm glad to see it's actually continuing. The Bayley and Roxanne feud continued to develop, and this is me talking about the match from that moment's perspective. The match is very casual, and to me, it felt like it was a bit rushed. Meanwhile, Alexa Bliss. I don't know how to explain him, but while this was an Elimination Chamber match, it didn't have that vibe about it. Initially, Bayley was the first woman eliminated, and this is where the match kicked up. We can disregard the previous parts of the match. This is where it got really better and something you'd have to keep your eyes on. Bianca used her shotgun hair to whip Morgan. Big spot here. Alexa eliminates Roxanne, and it was down to 3. Bliss had a lot of positive fan reception, and I just want to say, I hate how long her finisher takes. Like the whole posing stuff. Like I know it's a Bray Wyatt maneuver, but because she grabs them randomly like this and holds them, it looks awkward. She got Bianca, but Liv Morgan caught her to make it a final 2. Belair's hair brought her some success in the past, and even during this match, but Morgan used it against her. Great back and forth between them, leading to the KOD from Belair for the victory. I've saw what some people have said about Bianca and Rhea deserving a long build, but to be honest with you guys, I'm fine with it now. This was a great match, though. I just want to say, initially I wasn't feeling it. It felt a bit rushed, but once Bayley got eliminated, that's where they're like, oh, let's go crazy, and they did.
Yeah, this business picked up after they got Bayley up out of there. Once they got rid of Bayley, I was like, okay, Bayley's not going to go to WrestleMania. We're not going to do Bayley versus Rhea. So I don't. It's a lot of confusion in the women's division right now. On the Raw side, on the Raw's women's division, it's a lot of confusion right now. It's a lot of confusion right now. But we'll see what WWE does from here. But this match was definitely a banger. This was definitely a 10 out of 10 for me personally. This is a 10 out of 10.
With regards to Rhea and Bianca, I don't know if this match is guaranteed to happen in the future. So it's best to happen now. They got about 7 weeks to have a build. So obviously that's no problem. To people that say it's rushed, well, they got time, and some great WrestleMania builds have had under 4 weeks. This one has about 7. Personally speaking, I don't want this to be a situation where I ponder, oh, what if they actually faced off at WrestleMania? Because these two deserve to face off in a WrestleMania match. It's that big. They also teased a bit of Io Sky on the side, so maybe it is a triple threat in the end. We'll see. The next match is a tag team match. Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus teamed up to face Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. So they did this as one of those stopgaps before WrestleMania for Tiffany Stratton, and of course the fact that it's in Toronto. You're like, why do you...
Trish Stratus was the highlight of the match, by far. Trish Stratus was the highlight of this match. This is a bathroom break match. I ain't gonna even hold you, bro. This was a bathroom break match, but definitely Trish Stratus was the MVP of this match. I'll give this match like a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Not basic women's tag match, but Trish Stratus is showing like she still got it. She ain't washed yet. She beating the wash allegations. Most definitely, she is beating the wash allegations.
Sound uninterested? It's because it was just that. Now, when this match was booked, I honestly did not care for it at all because it didn't have much of a story to it. Obviously, Nia Jax and Tiffany have a story, but that match they had on SmackDown was way better than this. So to go from that to this was like, whatever. I didn't care much. It felt like something you'd see on SmackDown. Other than that, there's just not much to say about it. It literally was a basic tag team match. Like, yeah, there was a nice spot with Candice LeRae hitting a moonsault off the ropes. But other than that, I didn't care much for it. There wasn't much to say about it. And you guys know the result. Trish and Tiffany won. It wasn't going to end any other way. Well, obviously, it's for Trish Stratus in Toronto. I thought it was a filler match, so there's that. The next match was an unsanctioned match. Kevin Owens faced Sami Zayn.
They went crazy. They went crazy in this match. Once they went outside the ring, they started going crazy. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. They started going crazy. I fuck with this match. I wish he could have pile drived Sami Zayn into the concrete and then Randy Orton would have came out, but it is what it is.
It's always something with these two. When it comes down to it, they're either brothers or sworn enemies until the end of time. The natural roles, though, is them as enemies and Zayn as the face. Kevin Owens is always used well as a heel. For some reason, WWE gives him far more attention when he's a villain, and he's always at his best. The lights were dimmed for this one, and watching it here, these two might actually hate each other. But I will say, Kevin Owens definitely hates Zayn more than vice versa. This guy always had some sort of ferocity in his actions, even more so than Zayn. He was assaulting referees, dropping Zayn through tables, showing no remorse over his friend, and continuously blaming him for all of this. The thing with this match is the fact that you expect it to end at some point, but then it keeps on going. And it gets more vicious and darker from both men. We saw Zayn's worst, but Kevin Owens' worst was arguably miles ahead.
Yes.
That they weren't even in the same league. KO was
no lies told here. Kevin Owens showed you, bro. I can take it there if you want me to, nigga. I can take it there if you want me to. Kevin Owens definitely showed you. I can take it there. Sammy, you can talk a good game, but bruh, you ain't about this life like I am, bro. It's levels to this shit, little nigga. Boss up.
deprived of any humanity during this match, and the commentary got me feeling so much sympathy for Sami Zayn. I really felt bad for him a lot during this match. The commentary and the lengths they allowed for Kevin Owens to go make this a classic. It's definitely a classic match, and a match that really shows you a babyface at his best and a heel at his best. That got me feeling very bad for Sami Zayn just thinking about it now. Then you got Kevin Owens winning the match, but even then feeling unsatisfied and wanting to end Zayn's career when all of a sudden Randy Orton came out. Randy Orton's return was welcoming once again. He had been away for about 4 months up to this point, and they needed to continue this feud, so it makes sense. He came out with all the anger. He thought it was 2009 again for a moment, but then the security decided to do their job at the worst time. They didn't let the scumbag heel Kevin Owens get his comeuppance here. They opted to do their job. And this is funny because Sami Zayn was about to meet God because they didn't do anything in that moment. Yet they protected Kevin Owens here like he paid them off. Then Orton drops them all in sight with the RKOs. It was great. It was a great match. A great follow-up on the whole Orton and Kevin Owens thing as well. And I'm looking forward to it. Zayn probably isn't going to be at WrestleMania, but by the time he does return, it does look like he's going to finish this feud with Kevin Owens. And again, he didn't want to be dragged into this initially, but then Kevin Owens got him to the point where he was asking for the match himself. The next match was a men's elimination chamber match. Logan Paul, Damian Priest, CM Punk, John Cena, Drew McIntyre, and Seth Rollins.
I knew something was up.
Lord Jesus.
I knew something was up when they did the match before they did the little promo with Rock and Cody. Knowing that was going to be the last thing, I knew something was up. I was like, whoever wins this chamber, they're turning heel against Cody. When it was John Cena, I was like, ain't no fucking way they finna do this, bro. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way they finna do this. No. They are not about to turn Cena heel. You never turn the cash cow heel.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not.
No, I was like, ain't no fucking way they gonna turn this man heel.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
Bruh.
Whoever won this Elimination Chamber match, they was going to sell their soul to The Rock. Out of all the people, it was John Cena. That is crazy, right?
Rollins. The winner faces Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. So we gotta say it. This is one of the most star-studded Elimination Chamber matches in recent years.
Yeah.
I do wish, though, they replaced Logan Paul.
We haven't had star-studded Elimination Chambers since I want to say 08, 09, 010. Yeah, 08, 09, and 2010. That was like the last 3 good Elimination Chambers where we just stacked the deck.
Paul and placed Roman Reigns in there. That would have been insane. But Roman doesn't work much these days. He does whatever he wants. With that said, heading into this one, there was a certain rumor going around about a certain someone winning this. We'll talk about it later. But with regards to this match, great. Beginning, you had casual stuff. Logan got eliminated early. Drew surprisingly got eliminated by Priest early on. He was actually the first man to be eliminated.
Which means they still doing Priest versus Drew. So apparently that bullshit about Drew having issues with his WrestleMania spot and where his WrestleMania direction, I guess that was all bullshit because they still going through with it. Because from the promo on SmackDown to right now, Priest has been whooping Drew ass. From the Money in the Bank cash in to the Royal Rumble to now. So I guess that was all bullshit. I guess Drew is fine with working with Damian for WrestleMania.
This one surprised me a bit because I thought he'd go a bit far. And there was a rumor going around he'd win the chamber, which I'm personally glad didn't turn out to be the case because number one, we don't really like spoilers going around the day before a pay-per-view, but it's also
it would have made sense though with Drew though. Sell his soul to The Rock to get back to the top. It makes a lot of sense for Drew. But I'm happy with the results we got here. But let's continue.
The fact that it wasn't going to maximize the WrestleMania card to its best. That said, the match heated up once McIntyre got eliminated. Once McIntyre, Paul, Priest, these guys got eliminated, it left Cena, Rollins, and Punk. These three went absolutely insane. Cena and Punk once again had their battle, and I'm not gonna lie, I was smiling like crazy when they
when they hugged it out. that shit was a moment right there. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was a moment right there. That good old days, man. Good old days. I don't think I got it on here. No, I ain't got it on here. But this was a really, really, really good right here.
face stuff because it felt like a flashback to the past. These two were some of my favorites back in their day, 2011, 12, 13, and their matches were second to none. They had the best matches in the WWE at the time. So it was good seeing that. It was very unpredictable. And when you have two top guys in there, it makes things a lot thrilling, especially because of the fact that we don't know the result. That makes it thrilling. Like, I hadn't felt a thrill in a main event match like this in a while. This is a must watch. You have to watch it because Cena and Punk didn't miss. Cena was a bit slower than previous years because he's gotten older, but they still have that same chemistry that they did 11 years ago, or 12, which is insane to me. Rollins did his part with Cena and Punk here, he was great, but the final two was going to be Cena and Punk. It was always going to be. Those two had a great battle, very unpredictable. You thought at one point Cena was going to get knocked down with the GTS. You thought at one point Punk was going to get knocked down with the AA. Then to top it all off, Rollins from out the frame.
From the way how they was talking in at the end, they need to turn the AA back into the FU. The AA needs to be reverted back to the FU at this point. Why not? He's healed. He's healed now. Might as well turn it back to the FU, because I never acknowledged it as the attitude adjustment. It's always been the FU.
Hops in with the stomp on the steel to cost CM Punk the match, and Cena's desperate. But even then, he apologized to CM Punk, telling him he's sorry, and locked in the STF for the win. So there it is. John Cena goes to the main event of WrestleMania. And the hater of the year is Seth Rollins. He displayed an excellent performance of hating by costing CM Punk the WWE Championship and a spot in the WrestleMania main event. And in
it makes sense to do a triple threat match between him, Roman, and Punk. It makes a lot of sense. Him, Roman, and Punk in a triple threat match makes a lot of sense. Because you're giving CM Punk a WrestleMania match. And due to what happened at last year's WrestleMania, you need to conclude Roman and Seth. There needs to be some conclusion at some point between these two. I wouldn't say like a long-term conclusion, because what happened with the Shield, that shit can never be concluded ever. They ops forever. At this point they ops forever. But what happened last year, last year's story needs to have a conclusion there. Then they can go their separate ways.
In addition, watched on as he lost consciousness to the STF. I'm not gonna lie, I was still uncertain at this point. I didn't really know if he was gonna go to the main event. And if you're wondering why, well, because we still had a certain segment going along, which was Rock and of course Cody Rhodes. That segment goes down. Cody comes out, shows some respect to his WrestleMania opponent. Then we got Rock coming out, final boss. He's wearing the mariachi pins, which kind of had me worried he'd actually beat Cena in this moment. I wouldn't say worried, but like, thinking about it, because at the end of the day, I would have liked for either of them to be in the main event against Cody Rhodes. Travis Scott's in the background. I don't know why Travis Scott's in the background. I think he's one of the guys that sold the soul to The Rock.
Everybody questioning, why is Travis Scott in the ring? Get the fuck out the ring. That's what everybody been saying on the internet, bro. Everybody is saying the same thing, bro. Why is Travis Scott here, bro? He holds no weight to this story, bro. Yes, he got the theme song for WrestleMania this year, and I'm pretty sure he gonna perform there, which is good for him. Good for him. But still, why are you here, sir?
They go into the ring, right? Rock is waiting for his answer. He's waiting for his answer to Cody Rhodes. He's like, this is the moment. I want your soul, blah, blah, blah. He sounds demented. He sounds absolutely insane at this point. But he wants Cody Rhodes. He's like, I want it all. And I'm like, bro, don't you already have it all? You're the star of Moana. You're the biggest wrestling star of the past 25 years. Dwayne, you can waltz into any main event of WrestleMania you want, whether it's WrestleMania 42, 43, 50, whatever the hell you want. But it's agreed. Rock is greedy. He wants more. He wants Cody Rhodes. He wants Cody Rhodes and all of his essence and all of his success. So he's like, give me the answer. Yes or no? And Rhodes is like, and this is the thing. This is what shocked me out. He told him to go fuck himself. Like,
me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
For this kind of profanity was absolutely ridiculous.
Bruh, they was cussing all over the place. You had Michael Cole saying cuss words on the commentary, but they was letting them fly. I was like, oh shit, they turned it up right now. What the fuck going on here? This ain't the WWE I'm used to. They done reverted back to the Attitude Era. What the fuck going on here? Cody Rhodes saying go fuck yourself. Michael Cole cussing on commentary. What the hell going on here, man?
To me. And at this point, it's like, okay, what the fuck does WWE got at this point? They got a lot of adrenaline riding in me at this point because this thing was exciting. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like a kid for a moment. And Rock's like, understood. From my perspective, I thought I was gonna rock bottom Cena's ass and take his spot. And then he's gonna be like, I'm gonna take your title, blah, 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 and beat up Cody Rhodes or some nonsense, right? Nope. What happens instead is Cena, John Cena of all people, is the one that sells his soul. He turns heel for the first time in 22 years. And the woman
Something was tingling up here. Something was definitely tingling up here. Pause, no diddy. But something was definitely tingling up here. But dog, when Cena looked at him and he said, I said, ain't no fucking. I was like, ain't no way they doing this. 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 And sure enough.
So, you think you're untouchable?
Word life. This is basic thugonomics. This is basic thugonomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me.
They done brought the peacemaker out of John Cena. Ain't this about a bitch?
he turned heel. That smile he had on his face, that looked goofy. Everyone was like, oh, he has a goofy smile, blah, blah, blah. It faded. He had this angry look on his face. The one he had when he was about to embrace the hate or whatever the hell it was. And Rock's like, kill him. And I'm like, oh my God, this is insane. This is absolute insanity. The fact that they're having this heel turn go down right now, it was insane. Because not only did Cena turn heel, but it also ties into the whole final boss thing. It was excellent. It was marvelous. It was something special. And Cena whoops his ass. They beat him up with the watch, the belt. And at one point, Michael Cole's asking the question of, What the hell do you want, John? And this was a picture perfect moment because at the same time, Cena was posing with the WWE Championship. And as you can see in the past, Cena's not as tough as he once was. He needs to sell his soul for that one last title. The title reign that would break the record of Ric Flair's. He needs it more than anything you could ever imagine. Similar to Austin in 2001. He has to do it. He just doubts himself. He doesn't know if he could actually do it. Sure, he won those belts in the past, but that was then. This is now. And he has to do anything he could to win it here. Excellent. Now we got Travis Scott in the background chilling, watching one of the biggest heel turns in wrestling history, whooping Cody Rhodes. This guy was more angry than The Rock. Like, I couldn't believe it. Why is he angrier at Cody Rhodes than The Rock is? I just...
Cause he know where he probably cause The Rock gave him the spot. That's probably why. The Rock was like, hey, you want the spot? You want the spot? You want the music spot at WrestleMania? You want to be the theme song of WrestleMania? It's lit. It's lit. I'm pretty sure that's why he got it, because he the theme song of WrestleMania this year. So it makes a lot of sense. I'm pretty sure The Rock gave him the okay. Like he gonna be the theme song of WrestleMania this year, and he gonna perform there too. So makes a lot of sense why he was side with The Rock.
Understood. But that was hilarious. Again, we kind of jump to conclusions when it comes to the builds of WrestleMania, but that's because we want the best, you know, at the end of the day. This is clearly the best because you have the biggest wrestling star of the last 25 years alongside the biggest wrestling star of the last 15 years.
I know Make-A-Wish Foundation losing their goddamn mind right now. Make-A-Wish Foundation crying in the corner right now. All the Make-A-Wish kids crying in the corner right now. I don't want to meet John Cena no more. Vince McMahon somewhere punching air right now. I know Vince is in a corner crying, bro. He is crying his eyes out. He's like, out of all the things you could have done, Triple H, you turned John Cena heel. You turned the money cash cow heel. What happened to my fabulous product? You fucked it up. You fucked it up for yourself, bro. Fuck you, me. I'm telling y'all, dog. Vince is somewhere in the corner crying right now.
You're fired. What?
I already know it, bro. I already know it. Dennis, this is a good moment right here, though. This is definitely a good moment right here, though. This is what I wanted. I wanted Cena to go out with at least one heel turn. It's his last go around. Give him one heel turn. Like I said, even if it's just for this WrestleMania and he reverts back to regular old John Cena, I'm perfectly fine with that. Just to see him go heel, I know he can perfect it, though. I know he can perfect it. Cena can definitely embrace the heel character if they ever gave him the chance. I mean, look what you took a chance on Roman, and look how it turned out for Roman. Even though it's like 20 years later and Cena's past his prime, still go for it anyway. Why not?
Two megastars involved in a story that would elevate Cody Rhodes even higher. This guy's already at an all-time high, but now he's got this kind of storyline to deal with. It's insane. When April 19th was gonna come, I was gonna be like, I'm set, sign me up, blah blah blah. But this accelerates my interest. You know, I was gonna be interested in it a week before the show. Now I'm interested in it right now. Come on, WrestleMania. All right, that's Elimination Chamber. Oh my God, that was insane. Like, I almost can't believe what happened. This pay-per-view was excellent. I must say it. This is actually one of Triple H's best pay-per-views. One of the best.
Oh, for sure. He was cooking on this one. Triple H was in the. Triple H put out the ultimate entree for tonight, bruh. I'm talking about finger licking good, chef's kiss, mwah. Just pause, no diddy. just fire content right here. From Jade coming out beating the shit out of Bianca, to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Randy Orton coming back, to the Elimination Chamber. Dog, this shit was heat. 10 out of 10. I don't care. We seen Cena turn heel before GTA 5, GTA 6. We seen Cena turn heel before Joel Embiid made it past the second round. Good times. Good times.
Booked ones, and when we wanted answers to WrestleMania, they gave them to us, and not only just gave us the answers, but gave us some incredible twists and turns here. Some of you probably thought Cena would turn heel, but you didn't actually believe it until you saw it. It was one of those things. When I saw him turn heel, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the hell? This guy actually turned heel? Let's not talk about that. Whole event as a whole is excellent. Match of the night, unsanctioned match, I will go with. But the excitement of the Elimination Chamber needs to be mentioned. Women's Chamber match as well. Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, they had a great performance in there, especially Liv Morgan. She was woman of the match easily. No doubt about it for me.
Most definitely. Liv was on fire.
Easily. She's actually probably Women's Wrestler of the Month. She's had some of the best performances this month, and that's important to mention, so there's that. But yeah, this is one of Triple H's best pay-per-views. They set the stage for WrestleMania perfectly here. So yeah. Alright, what'd you guys think of Elimination Chamber? Please comment down below, and that's it for this video. Make sure you hit the KOD on the like button, or perhaps the AA on the subscribe button. Peace.
We didn't call it the AA no more, so we call it the FU now. We ain't never acknowledged that attitude of judgment bullshit. It's always gonna be a FU. But anyways, though, that's just gonna about do it for this one, man. I am excited for WrestleMania. It is WrestleMania season. That's why I said we gotta be patient. We gotta let shit play out. We was judging this shit back before the Royal Rumble even happened. We didn't even have a Royal Rumble winner yet. Then we had a Royal Rumble winner, and I was like, oh, they just fucked up WrestleMania. Why is Jay going to wrestle? Why is Jay going a Royal Rumble winner? You still got the Elimination Chamber. This is why we have to learn to be patient. We have to see how everything unfolds, and that's when we know where everybody's going. We understand the direction, but we try to figure shit out before WWE unveils it to us. That's the problem nowadays. We want to unveil it before WWE gives it to us, so that way you can shit on it. That's really what y'all do. Y'all try to figure it out early so then you can shit on it. This is probably the best WrestleMania build up so far. It's been unpredictable. You don't know who's going where. All you know is what they give you, and the rest will sort itself out in the following weeks. I think what we got 7 weeks before WrestleMania. So since we got 7 weeks before WrestleMania, we got plenty of time to start doing some stories. Like I said, man, as wrestling fans, we just got to be patient, bro. If we not patient, if you just so impatient because you want to shit on the product so heavily, I feel sorry for you as a person. I really do. Me, I'm sitting back. I'm enjoying whatever they're giving us, because WrestleMania season has been cooking for the past, I want to say, 3 years now. Ever since we got Vince the fuck up out of here for good, WrestleMania season has been cooking. And I have been interested in every single one. This one by far is probably the best one by far. Unpredictable. The fact that Cena's turning heel is, my mind is still blown, bro. But anyways, so that's just gonna about do it for this one, man. I will see you all in the next video. Till then, peace out.